I'm just so happy that I got to meet you and that you came into my life. I love you very much, and I can't wait to start this marriage with you, a new chapter in our lives. And I'm so grateful for everything that you have done and encouraged me to do in the past years and helped me grow as a person. I love you, babe. There.
And then, how would you describe, how did you first meet him?
Okay. So Robert and I first met at the police department where we worked. Okay, I need to start over.
That's fine.
Can we start over?
Yeah, I can edit it out.
Okay. So let me think what I'm going to say.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Oh my goodness. So Robert and I first met at the police department. When I first met him, I did not know who he was. I thought he was a new officer. I've never seen him before. And I was asking my fellow coworkers, I'm like, who's that? And they told me, oh, he's been here. He came up to me and said, hi, I'm Robert. And he had this mean mugging look in his face. But from there, we started talking, and we would have lunch every time we work. Every evening, we would have dinner. And we would talk for long hours. And, you know, at dinners, turned into conversations. He turned into my best friend. He turned into someone that I look up to. Someone that I admire very much, not only as a role model, but as a person and the characteristics that I wanted to have in my life as a person. Okay.
And then, there's probably 1,000, but what are a few of your favorite things about Robert?
Some of my favorite things, do I just talk to him like I'm talking to Robert, or like do I say Robert?
You could say like some of my favorite things about Robert.
Okay. Some of my favorite things about Robert is the way he cares about people, his heart. He has a very noble heart, and he's a very honest person. And he always encourages people to be their best. But what I admire and I love about him the most is that he makes me feel complete. Okay.
And then, what are you most excited about for marriage?
So, how do I start that?
You say like one of the things I'm most excited about.
Okay. One of the things that I'm most excited about marriage is to be with Robert and get to experience this new chapter along, with our little ones, and make our family grow as a complete family. Like, oh my gosh, I need to start over.
That's fine.
Okay.
I can edit that out and just restart with some of the things I'm most excited about for marriage.
Some of the things that I'm most excited about marriage is to start this new chapter in my life and be one. But, be one, you and I, be together and be able to experience the years together and show one another, experiences in life and unite them together as one. Okay.
Perfect. And then just any last things you want to share?
About, what do you mean?
Just about whatever. Any final words about it all?
Okay. I just want to say, Robert, that I love you very much and that I'm so happy that I get to be your wife and to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you.
Well, the day's finally come. and now it's gone. It was a uphill battle, a struggle, a lot of stress for you, babe. But it's here and it's done, and we're now husband and wife. For 5 years, you've been the soulmate. We've had our ups and downs, but through the thick and thin, you've always been there for me, and I've always been there for you. We have beautiful children together who love their family very much, and it needs to continue that way. I love you. I always have, and I always will. And like I said before, a long time in the past, and you saved my life in a lot of ways. And if it wasn't for you, a lot of the darkness in my life would have consumed me. But you actually brought the brightness back and a smile back to my face. And for that, I'm truly blessed, and I thank you. And I love you very much.
Great. And then how would you describe you guys' first meeting?
We worked together. I had just come out of a CID, which is a criminal investigation division. I got diagnosed with PTSD. I worked crimes against children as a detective for 8 years of the 18 years that I was a police officer. Adriana listened to me. She, when I came back to the street, she was our jailer. And it's funny because the first time I met her, I told her she looked ratchet. Not in a bad way, just that, she just looked like she was having a rough night. And I told her she looked like that. And, it just developed into a friendship. We'd always eat lunch together. She'd buy lunch for me, or she'd always go get lunch. She always had something for me to eat. And she'd call me on the radio and say, it's here, and we'd have lunch together, and, just, she was easy to talk to. And I was able to unload a lot of stuff on her, and she'd listen. And, it felt good to talk to somebody who heard what I was saying. And she just helped me through a lot of stuff. And, it developed into a relationship. And when I left the police department, I found out she was thinking about moving back to California because she was going through her own struggles. And, I couldn't get to the phone fast enough or to talk her out of leaving. And, it just blossomed from there. And believe me, we've had our ups and downs, way ups and way downs. But in the end, she's always had my back. And I've always had her. Sometimes she don't believe that, but I do. And, she's my soulmate. And I couldn't live a day without her.
And we are good to go again. So there's probably 1,000 things, but just what are a few of your favorite things about Adriana?
Her eyes. Her eyes are probably my number one thing. I can just look into her eyes and read her soul, and you can say, I can tell a lot of things from her eyes. Sometimes they can be filled with sadness, and I know that my job is to try to make her happy. Sometimes they're filled with joy. They've been filled with hurt. And just looking into her eyes and trying to read her and do what I can for whatever is going on with her at that time. Her love, it's different from what I've had in the past. It's different to love somebody and to be in love with somebody. And I'm in love with her because she's in love with me. And Adriana just, she can be mean as a rattlesnake. And when she's mean as a rattlesnake, I gotta turn into a snake charmer. And a lot of times, to you, Adriana, I'm your stress reliever. And sometimes it's fair and sometimes it's not. But that's what a relationship is. You should be able to lean on me. You should be able to cry on my shoulder. If you're having a bad day, you should be able to unload it on me to a certain extent. But one thing I want you to know is that I'm always here and I'm always going to be. I've never walked away, and I won't.
And then, what are some of the things you're most excited about for marriage?
I'm excited for marriage for Adriana. When I proposed to Adriana, it was a year ago, a little over a year ago. We'd been together over 4 years at that point. I went to Hurricane Harvey because, I do a lot with natural disasters and disaster relief. And I travel all over the place doing it. But I don't know, I had an epiphany, I guess, when I was in Houston and seeing everybody who just lost everything, material things, but there was people that lost things that couldn't be replaced. And it was a lot of soul searching for me and a lot of praying, and because I always told Adriana that I would ask her to marry me when I thought that the time was right, when I thought that we were right. And, I knew that the Lord would tell me when the time was. And I couldn't get back from Houston fast enough to plan my proposal for Adriana. And this wedding, when I proposed, I said, I want to have a small wedding. I said, I just want to have a small, nice wedding, nothing extravagant, huge, or anything like that. I just want someplace where your dad can walk you down the aisle. And from that, it turned into this. But you know what? It was worth the struggle to get to this point. And it was worth the smile and the happiness that I saw in her eyes tonight. And I hope this is your dream wedding. I hope this is everything that you wanted, because your dad got to walk you down the aisle. So I got everything that I wanted out of this tonight.
Perfect. And just any last thoughts or words?
It's a new beginning. Today is a new, and tomorrow's a new. And like I've said a million times over, babe, in order to have a future, you got to leave the past. And our future is bright. And I just want to make the most of it, and I want to live every day as if it were our last, because you never know what's going to happen. and, you know, it's a new beginning. And I love you.
Hey Robert, Ariana, this is Frank. I wish you many years of a happy marriage, and just remember who's boss. I don't mean you, Robert. Have a good one, man.
Good luck, guys. Hope it all works this time. That's good.
All right, guys, so your day has finally come, and you've done the damn thing. So now it's nothing but, you know, positive things from here. From me and my family, we wish you all the best. Pray that things that are in the past will stay in the past. It's the only way the future is going to work out. So with that being said, congratulations, you two. It's been a long journey here, but it's over with now. So embrace each other as one and leave all the drama behind. Good luck to you both.
First, I want to say thank you, Adriana, for having us here on your special day. I know, I mean, I'm just glad that we're able to spend this special day with her, because I know how, I mean, I can't imagine how much this means, and it's not like we're right down the street. We came from California to spend this special day with her, and I'm so happy for her and Robert, and that they were able to, like, I mean, you know, that they found each other and they make each other so happy and crazy at the same time. Because
Good luck, Robert.
We've seen the happiness and we've seen the craziness, yeah, in both of them. But that's what life. No, that's what life is about. Okay, it's not perfect. Like, we all have our ups and downs, and I just wish them a lot of love and happiness.
We wish you the best.
Exactly, from here and on, you know. And we'll be visiting at least once a year, so prep yourself, Robert. The duo.
The three musketeers.
Yeah, Ethan is our third musketeer.
There.
You don't want to say anything?
I was saying stuff.
You weren't. You were just like, yeah.
Thank
yeah,
you.
that's
It was super fun. Our first wedding, bridesmaids, well, my second. But I had fun. Crazy. Love you. Bye.
Adriana, you are the sweetest little girl ever, but I need you to take it easy on Robert. He loves you very, very much, and you love him very, very much. So you guys need to both have patience with each other and show each other that you guys love each other. And firstly, and most of all, I need you to always take a step back and realize what you're gonna say, because sometimes I hear you and I'm like, oh my God, like, that's so mean, but I know that you mean the best. I've known you since Crowder, and I know that you have the biggest heart I've ever met, like the person with the biggest heart I've ever met. But you're also really high maintenance. But anyways, you and Robert love each other, and I only strive to have what you guys have. So make sure to take care of him and for him to take care of you, and I only wish you guys the very, very best. Love you guys.
Robert and Gonzalez, as I call Adriana Gonzalez. Been through y'all through a lot of ups and downs. Y'all been there for me, I've been there for y'all. All I can say is I wish y'all the best in the marriage and a happy life together, and hope everything works out the way I want it to go. And look forward to all the crazy, wondrous adventures ahead. That's all I got to say.
Hi, Adriana. First of all, congratulations. I wish you the very best. Marriage isn't always going to be easy, but I know you guys love each other, and that should be enough for you guys to get back. Love you. Bye.